really quickly from the Christian quarter, Jaffa Gate, it's the Christian quarter. We pass by the Armenian quarter. If we turn there, that's the Muslim quarter. But you can see we're in the Jewish quarter. Why I came from here? It's easier, nicer. But just imagine that every area in the Jewish quarter was destroyed by the Jordanian until 1967. That's why you're gonna see the Jewish quarter brand new. But it gave us the chance, before we rebuild the new homes, to dig under and find out our history, to show the connections. Okay? What we find here, the same wall we find in the Jaffa Gate, one sitting on the other. Okay, from the 1st, 2nd century before counting, 2,100 years, okay, to the 7th, 8th century before counting, 700 years old. And even another post from a street from the Roman time that called the Cardo. In every city in the Roman time, they have the Cardo. But the best souvenir is this guy over there, Udi. But this guy is number one, okay? Anything, Christian, Jewish, any item you want, this is the guy. Maybe we have luck and we have time to come back if you wish, okay? But remember Udi. תודה. 안녕하세요. Later we can see what they have here. We talked until now on the first temple. Now we move into the second temple. Remember, the temple was destroyed by the Babylonians. What we see here,
지금 이곳에 보이는 것들이
all this was founded here.
이 밑에서 발굴해낸 것들입니다.
Okay, in one of the houses of the high priest, okay, in the temple. And in the temple, not everybody could go everywhere. Okay? There is areas that only priests could go in. And then areas that only the high priest could go in. And not all the time. Only one day, Yom Kippur. Okay, so this building, the second temple, had one room that called the Holy of All Holy. And this room was used only once a year in Yom Kippur. Today we have the mosque sitting exactly on the same spot. What I'm marking with my finger, this is a rock that's the Jewish belief where the world was created. Okay, from this rock. After Abraham,
그리고 아브라함 이후에
we moved to Egypt.
우리가 이집트로 왔습니다.
We get the 10 commandments. We have the tabernacle, and these go with us in the desert. We go into the land of Israel, but for 400 years almost, that's how we praying for God. For something that was supposed to be apart and remove every day to different location. Now we have the land, and we have a king that his name is David. It said, if I live in a nice house, cannot be that God's house will be this. And he's thinking to build the temple. Okay? Instead of the tabernacle, it's God. We want to make him the most magnificent thing we can do. Even this is the second temple. And they say if you didn't saw King Herod's building, okay, because King Herod's make it bigger, you didn't saw beautiful building in your life. Okay? After 420 years, the Babylonian destroying the first temple. The people was exiled. They came back and they built the second temple. King Herod make it even bigger and more nicer.
말씀드린 것처럼 헤로당은 그 무너진 성전을 더 크게 만들게 되죠.
And that's all destroyed in the year 70, 70. What we find here, things to cook, to keep
요리하는
food,
것, 요리를 보관하는 거,
perfume. Okay, we have money, we have jewelry.
돈, 보석.
Okay, and we have special tool here. This is from rock, this from stone, very heavy.
굉장히 무겁습니다.
Why they make it?
왜 이렇게 무겁게 만들었을까요?
This is how the priest could drink and be sure that it's purified, it's clean. If it's from clay, it could be unclean. That's how we know that here, high priest was living. Also we find in and also one of the names of the family. Only 24 families was the high priest. Today this last name is Kohen. You know what I am? A Kohen. It's happened like this. 3 different sins.
왜 첫 번째 성전이 파괴되었냐?
Okay? Working different gods.
왜냐하면
Worship different God.
그들은 서로 다른 신들을 섬겼고
People didn't kept families was mixing brothers and sisters, hiding.
그리고 이제 불결한 성생활과 결혼 생활을 이어갔고
You know, that's need to be separate. And they killed, a lot of killing.
그리고 서로 살인했습니다.
That's why God destroyed the first temple.
그래서 하나님께서는 첫 번째 성전을 치셨습니다.
The second temple is destroyed
그리고 두 번째 성전이 파괴됐죠.
because
왜냐하면
שנאת אחים. איפה זה? Destroyed because based hatred that exists in the. Okay, brothers hate each other.
형제가 서로 싫어하고
Father
미워했습니다.
and brother and their sons fight together. Fight.
형제가 서로 싸웠습니다.
And because we call it a free hate,
이것을 우리는 정말 근본 없는 미움이라고 하죠.
you know, you hate them because political differences. That's why God destroyed the second temple.
이 미움과 증오로 인해서 하나님은 두 번째 성전을 파괴합니다.
Meaning that to hate your brother, it's worse than to kill someone, to work a different God.
너가 누군가를 살인하고 나 이해의 신을 살린다.
قبل ما اخباري تقاضى بس
Yeah.
50
원뉴맨패밀리 들어가서 알람 설정